my Nubian queen, who's no longer my queen, but still a queen nonetheless. I'm just saying you are a skiwi, so I don't want to disrespect. I would never disrespect. I was a honeydew, and I'm no longer that, and I accept it. I was a rotten tomato, which is a bad piece of fruit, so I get it now. But anyway, what I wanted to do, Marcia, is call you and talk to you and reveal a huge revelation that I would like to share with you of why I know for a fact our marriage failed. And you were actually trying to tell me the same way my mama would tell me, but I was programmed different because we was looking at the Bible the way white people gave it to us when we came over here as colonizers. Do you understand what I'm saying? And just listen to what I'm saying. Just listen to what I'm saying. So when you left your mama, when you left Marcia, when Marcia left Marcia, right, and moved in with Ganny, did you take a book of rules saying, hey, I'm going to do everything like my mama did because I admire my mama so much and I love her. And even though it's time for me to go, I love her, but I'm going to take all of these rules. So whenever I get to my next place, I'm going to do exactly the same thing my mama did. Did you do that, Marcia? Hell no, you didn't. You know why? Because you, Marcia Carter. And I'm not saying that to be funny, but hell, by the time you left your mama, you was making your own money. Remember you told me when things were between us was better? When you told me about the time you worked at Wilson's Leather? I mean, you was making change way back in the day, and you was doing it the American way. See, Marcia, just slow down and listen because I owe you an apology. I feel like Marvin Gaye, and this is my anthology. See, I did a lot of service in the army and stuff, and I worked my ass off, but as you know, that wasn't enough. So they stopped me at E6 because I had a lot of mouth. And I was making them boys mad that came from down south. You know, the white people who really control all the paper in the background. And when you make them mad, they say, Watson, get your ass down. They make me do push-ups. But what they didn't know, when it come to doing push-ups, shit like that, I'm a pro. Because you know why, Marcia? We come from the jungle. We don't have no concrete to push us up under. We push up in the sand, Marcia. We run in the sand, Marcia. We get big ass calves because that's the way God planned it, Marcia, because we came from the motherland. That's what everybody says. So when you ask me what kind of race I am, I really say African, Pan-African, because that's where everybody comes from. When you say American, nigga, you sound dumb because there were no Americans in the beginning where I came from. Remember, look at this. I'm trying to make it some sense. How the hell I got a beg to sit at a table, and it was a table that I built? They took the instructions from Africa, yo, and then on the boat, away they rode. And they didn't take a look back because they had stole them books. And they had stole the Bible. And the tables they took from the slaves over there in Libya and all of those places that look just like you and me. Yep, you guessed it, black faces. So not the ones with the paint though, the ones that they made, bro, the ones that you put in the bottom and we would let go to the bathroom or move around the same, like they were up top because at the bottom we were chained and we were stuck together, all the tribes mixed all together like laundry. And then we came to Africa and they gave us free. But why did you pour bleach on me? See, what you tried to do is leave me. That ain't right because you gave me my freedom, but was no land in me for sight. So I had to work for you on the same day you gave me my rights. And then fuck around and learn that June 19 is the actual day when you let our asses go. But we didn't have nowhere to go, so we had to stay there and work the stove. Sharecroppers, corn huskers, like Mexicans do. But did you know that Mexico got the bad deal too? Because if you look on the map before the Americans came, Mexico stopped all the way up at Wyoming, where Canada meets, man. I mean, you see what's happening? These motherfuckers coming in and taking shit and lapping it and then making a taxation process and we never get lapped in? Because tell me in the school when they teach you about taxes, but you could try to move a business and they'll send your ass packing. Or Marsha, how about
in the Bible, because the Bible was going to help everybody grow from when you 12 to 30. That's when your brain grow, and then to your mama and your granny, your ass you show, because they say, oh, you think you could come in here and act like this? You think you grown, huh? You smelling your own piss, but you don't be smelling your own piss. You just learning independence. The way the Americans plugged your brain when they shipped you in. Nigga, I mean, King James, didn't you just say if you had any rules, if you lived with your mama, when you moved out, you threw them bitches away? Now I'm talking real frail and a little bit aggressive. But listen, Marsha, I'm not trying to disrespect you. The thing is, just as well as Uncle Reggie. I hope he's still alive. If not, you can tell me. But picture me this, Marsha, if Reggie and I were talking and you just happened to go by and you was just walking and you didn't know neither one of us, but we was talking like this, and I would be standing there just waving my fist. I could still talk to him and you wouldn't know if we was gonna fight, because that's how we talk, where we come from, under those street lights, the ones where you had to be in. It didn't matter if it was 9 or 10. If you didn't have your ass in the house, it was on then, and your ass got the belt or the shoe or whatever, because it's tribal when we're together. But the Americans split us up, Marcia, from the part of 12 to 30 and turn the lights out on Jesus, the very man they say we need to be like. Well, how the hell am I supposed to know what his teenager life was like? The worst time when you dealing with your kids, you don't even like them around. As soon as that nigga say ma, remember Marshall? Remember Stewie? You remember the ma, you be like, Malone, sit your ass down. And he would respect you, and you wouldn't hurt his feelings, because ain't no big deal. His mind ain't real, and he know how far he could push you, and he know when he need to step back, and he know if he step over the line, his ass might just get smacked. But we don't call CPS or the police, yo. But you know what happened when it was the Marshall and Mo show? They gave you permission to bring in the white man, though. And when he came in, it was a whole different tribe, though. The biggest organization is the government, Marcia. That's where all the money grows. But it don't never seem to trickle down from the ones who pay. The people. See, the police will shoot me and be in jail and not suspended. They still getting a damn check. And my damn life done ended. This is the end of my poem, and I can tell I should end it. I wasted a lot of your time because I was not ready to be a king, because I should have gave you that time instead of being in the church where I spent it. I love you, Marcia, as a queen, and you did not fail me. I failed you and Malone, and I'm going to spend the rest of my life delivering this part of the gospel on my Facebook, on my YouTube, and I'm using the title Queen because that's what you are, Marcia. That's what you were when I found you, Marcia. In your blood from the place Boogie Down, Marcia, where you built Fort Tough. Remember that poem where you talked about being built, and when you was grown, how you talked about the football game and broccoli didn't taste like peach cobbler. But if you were somewhere where you put raisins in your stuff, we would stop you, because we'd be like, what the hell you doing? We would stop and stare. Because, Marcia, you and me know raisins don't fucking go there. They go over the place. Don't you understand? The only place raisins go for niggas is in Raisin Bran. All right, I'm done. I'm about to blow it up. I'm telling you. I'm going to be in Vegas. Trust me, I'm going to be in Vegas before December. Mark my words. I'm prophetic in this now. I owe every sister that I turned away because they had an attitude, an apology. I owe all the Divine Nine an apology. I owe all the churches I ever served to an apology, because when I was in there, they gave me the King James psychology. See, they taught me that praying and staying in the bed was enough. They didn't teach me about that puberty stuff. Now, I'm back on my example, see. I feel like I'm supposed to close this sermon up, but it turned into a Baptist closing. So I got something else in the Bible for me and you. Where do they give you instructions when your period comes through, when you're inside the school? You know what everybody does, Marcia? They're all gonna laugh at you. You remember the movie with Carrie, and it was real scary, but that kind of shit happened to you and Holly Berry. That shit is natural. But why in the Old Testament they separated you, and in the New Testament they never brought you back? Ooh, they didn't give you no respect. As a matter of fact, they said sit your ass down, because as a woman you gotta talk, you be talking smack. So, but I don't believe it though. I know. Remember when Jesus met the woman at the well, and when she told him everything she could tell, he told her everything just like it was supposed to go, because he addressed her flesh first, and then it became spiritual. Instead of the way niggas do it, they become spiritual first and get you all in the car and get you all up to work, and you just really want to do something that grown-ups do. You want that nigga to bust you, and then you through, Marsha. You don't want him to stay around because his shoulder was big, and you like the way he looked, like Tay Diggs, and you even said it in one of your poems, how the football player convinced you to not stay home. See, I remember everything that the queen dropped. They were gems. And I didn't even have to pay offering or tithes for any of them. Anyway, I'm done. I'm sorry. I'm done. I love you and I'm sorry, Queen. I'm sorry. I know. I could tell by your breath you like this nigga high or something. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. Can you hear me? How you worked at AT&T for 29,000 years and you having phone problems? Hello. Oh, your signal is going bad? Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. Can you hear me now? 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 Marsha, can you hear me now? I'm gonna put it on speakerphone. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Hi. 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 Oh, she hung up. Oh, she called me back. Hi. Hi. Hi.
Yes.
Hi. 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 Listen, before I let you go, how is your mama and your daddy? I know they worried sick about me.
They are. My mom, of course, loves you for life.
Oh. And wait till she find out I'm going to admit that I was actually wrong and I fucked it up for her daughter. Wait till she find out that truth. She ain't going to never let nobody. Brenda going to be like, well, okay. And Ganny going to be like, I didn't see nothing wrong with him. I thought it was okay. And then she going to burp like she used to burp when she drunk them 40s. Remember that time? Remember that time she burped?
Did anybody hear that?
She woke up like, did anybody hear that? But yeah, Marsha, I'm gonna let you go, but I'm saying, listen, you gave me something that was totally missing, and that was my tribe back. But I didn't know how to act because I didn't have nobody in my tribe to nurture me how to talk to the same woman that gave me birth, because you talk just like my mom. So why would that be a problem for me? It's because I got removed from the place I ought to be, like robbery. Don't you see? I love you, Marcia. You'll always be a queen, and that's the way it ought to be. I love you.
All right. Take care.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Uncle Mo, fuck with me.